What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are looking for that box as we continue our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Last time, Martha gets a hold of Mineva, while Alberto turns Merida back into Puru 12 and made her pilot Banshee Gundam. Banshee and Unicorn fought against each other as Banana tried to get Merida to remember who she was. This time, the Sleeves and the Nahel Aragma work together until things go wrong. Banagher learned of the final location of the box, and some of the Nahel Aragma crew conspire against Zeon. So let's get into this. Frontal and his team continue fighting the General Revel. Angelo in the Rose and Zulu uses his ENCOM system to tear through the Roselle Type Cs. Frontal begins attacking the General Revel. The Dogo Skiar ship fires a beam dispersal screen as countermeasures. The Sinanju's rocket launcher attacks directly under the beam rifle and carries 5 rounds. He shoots rounds at the General Revel and gets a direct hit. He fires his remaining 3 and uses a Jagan Type C as a shield. The General alters its course and leaves the sector. Now that EFF has been taken care of, Frontal will be able to talk to Banagher. Banana and Mineva wonder if Zeon and EFF can ever work together. He believes that it is possible, but it is hard to break the bonds that one has been born into. They are able to uncover the final location of the box. The TriStar team heads towards the Garncier's location. Watts is in the new Jesta cannon. The RGM-96X Jesta cannon is a variant of the Jesta in the same vein as the Jaga line, producing various Jagan offshoots as both are very similar in design. This adds a beam cannon, a quad multi-launcher, more grenades, and an enhanced beam saber. Along with the heavy weapons, this unit also has added armor, which can be taken care of to increase mobility if needed. Although designed for mid to long range battle, it can hold its own in melee combat. Other weapons include a 60mm Vulcan pod system, the Jesta beam rifle, and a shield. They try to hail the freighter, but they don't respond. Watts in the Jesta cannon jumps the gun and begins attacking. He is still butthurt the one time Unicorn Gundam dropped him into the ocean. He fires a warning shot in front of the ship. Little do they know that the ship has been abandoned and set to self-destruct. It activates after the attack. Nigel tells Watts to pull back when the ship explodes. The Jesta cannon can handle the explosion. Martha goes full Karen on Bright. Bright backhandedly says that I'm sure that third-party entities that are influencing General Staff HQ certainly have nothing to do with this. Bright wonders what exactly is Laplace's box. Martha says that if they can't capture it, they will destroy it, and she says that Londo Bell's services will no longer be required. On the Aragma, Zinnerman is watching over Merida in the sickbay. Flash comes in and says, "Boy, remember when you saved this innocent girl's life from that whorehouse? We sure did come a long way. Oh, by the way, your beloved ship was just destroyed." Talk about not reading the room, Flash. Zinnerman flashes back to a time when he was with his wife and daughter. He tells the unconscious Merida that he initially wanted to jack the Nahel Aragma, but she is now his only concern. Both Fetty and Zeon pilots butt heads on board the Nahel Aragma. Takuya, Banagher, and Mineva overlook the Kshatriya. Banana doesn't even know who he will be fighting against considering the current situation. Takuya wonders what he is going to do now that he knows the coordinates of Laplace's box. It is only a matter of time until the Sleeves and EFF start to question him. Chief Engineer Sito prevents anyone from passing until all of Neo Zeon has been removed from the ship. Many of the crewmates agree with him, including Conroy of Echous. Everyone gets riled up. Angelo comes in and makes things worse, but Mineva tries to calm everyone down by saying they need to work together for the time being. The captain gets on the comms and tells everyone that they must work together, and the people finally calm down. That was just what Mineva said. On the bridge, Frontal admits to the captain that they have been intercepting messages from Unicorn Gundam, knowing that the final location is somewhere in the shoal zone of what was once Side 5, aka Loom. However, they don't know the exact location and still need Unicorn to locate it. Captain Otto wants to know what his true intentions are with Laplace's box. Mineva comes in wearing her Zeon uniform, demanding to know the same. He takes off his mask and tells them Earth's flaw. The flaw is, in its current economic position, Earth can't function without the moon and the sides. Without the assistance of Spacenoids, Earth wouldn't be able to feed its 2 billion citizens, which is way less than Earth's current population. This is something that Zeon Daikun never thought of. Rather than seek independence from Earth, create a collective which creates a lifeline for Earth's economy, and then simply cut off that line and let them die, making them irrelevant. Full Frontal thinks this could be done with a super economic collective called the Sideco Prosperity Sphere. This would be an economic bubble that doesn't need the support of Earth. With that, the Federation government won't survive. And that is when the Republic of Zeon steps in. Remember, after the 1-year war, the Principality returned back to a republic. Even though EFF controls everything they do, on paper, they still hold autonomy and can step in during this moment of collapse. However, that will all change in 4 years when the Republic of Zeon gets absorbed back into EFF. Now this is one of the bigger retcons in the past 15 years of Universal Century. Within the Antarctic Treaty is a clause that states the Republic of Zeon will lose its autonomy in UC 100 and revert back to just being a local government. If they don't create this Sideco Prosperity Sphere within the next 4 years, they will lose their opportunity. He wants time to be able to build this. Mineva finds this all petty. She claims that all they will do is send Earth back to the AD era, an Earth that grows up in poverty while Spacenoids flourish. Soon after, Earth will have their own Daikum-type figure who will simply rise up against the Spacenoids, and the circle of violence will happen all over again. A new 1-year war, and nothing will be changed. The same outcome with a different winner. Full Frontal says that this is how the world works and that he is simply a vessel fulfilling a role. Banagher tells him that he is heartless, but when he was in the Gundam, he felt a warmth. Fool. Is his first name Fool? Never mind, I'll just say the whole thing. Full Frontal talks about the Axis shock from 3 years ago and how that was a psycho field which the psycho frame manifested all of the collective unconscious of humanity, or at least those on the battlefield. He says that even after all that, mankind still hasn't changed. Mineva believes that Char is truly dead. She just straight up tells everyone that Laplace's box is at Industrial 7 colony builder Magellanic. Banagher is frustrated. Remember, Industrial 7 is located in a cleaned up section of the remains of Side 5. Riddy launches in the Banshee Norn from the General Revel. We will talk about this unit next video. Riddy flashes back to a conversation with the Fat Unicorn asking him to recover Puru 12 from the sleeves. Ew. Gross. Alberto is sending out Riddy without Martha knowing. If he can't bring back the Gundam, then he must destroy it. Riddy wonders if he is sure he is willing to kill his half-brother. He lets him know bloodlust is in their family and that people in his family have been killing each other for ages. He essentially says, skill issue, bro. Banagher and Marita drink what I assume is Picari's sweat and talk about what foods she likes. He is still trying to get to know her, but she goes, don't hesitate, get into the Gundam. Learn how to turn it off, Marita. Meanwhile, some of the crew members, including Chief Engineer Sido, Takuya, and Mikoto, are trying to drive off Zeon by contacting EFF. On the Raylula, Full Frontal and Zinnerman are looking at the new red mobile armor. Zinnerman wonders if the hatred he feels was similar to how Char felt towards the Zabi family. Full Frontal says that if he were alive, he most certainly wouldn't be human. Ooh, ominous. Angelo informs Full Frontal that an EFF ship is approaching the Nahel Aragma. A ship has received a distress signal. Captain Otto is unsure what to do. They notice Zeon ships with the Nahel Aragma, and the ship preps to attack them. Angelo tells them to destroy the ship. They don't want to attack EFF, but they will send reinforcements soon if they don't. Angelo shows that he captured the EFF crew members plotting against them, and tells the captain that they will die if he doesn't make a decision soon. He is treating his lack of response as a way of backing out of the agreement. Otto says, hell nah, son. I don't listen to a guy wearing a marching band outfit. Look at this crew member right here. He's so proud of Otto. You go, Captain. Captain Otto says that their arrangement is over. Echous is hiding in the vents listening. Once he says it's over, they make their move and save the crew members from the sleeves. In all of the chaos, Angelo makes his escape. The Garnciata's team heads to the mobile suit deck. Conroy of Echous tells Banana to get into the Unicorn and take out the sleeves mobile suits to slow them down. Conroy says, remember, Daguza died for you. Banagher says, thanks, Dick. Gunshots break out on the hangar deck. As Banana heads to the Unicorn, Full Frontal smashes his face into the Gundam and says that the box is for Zeon. But Banagher says he will use it for everyone. Full Frontal says that the only way for one person to achieve this is to become a vessel like he is, and says to come with him if he truly feels that way. He says that Cardius has been secretly training him on Industrial 7, which is no different from the training of a cyber new type. He says once you are a new type, you aren't a part of this everyone you speak of. I assume he thinks he is above everyone, but Marita and Mineva in the Kshatriya fight him. Angelo gets into the Rosen Zulu and tries to stop them, but Marita pins him down. Zinnerman tries to get Marita to stop fighting. Marita calls him father and tells him that she could handle this situation. Zinnerman lets her do her thing. Banagher gets into the Gundam. As Angelo and Full Frontal escape the Nahel Aragma, he says that now that they both know the last location, the race is on. Martha heads to Dakar after the city was laid to waste during the last attack. She meets with Ronan Marcinus. Flash asks Zinnerman what they should do next. He responds by saying to shoot him. Flash says don't joke around like that. Zinnerman goes, yeah, joke, Angelo was seconds away from vaporizing Zinnerman in the last battle, and he seemed so happy knowing he was about to be taken out. Someone let this dude die? Angelo stares at the Rosen Zulu, gripping a rose. He is hamaning so hard for Full Frontal. Mashimer would be proud. The Nahel Aragma and the Raylula make their way to Industrial 7. Banagher preps the new Full Armor Unicorn. The RX-0 Full Armor Unicorn Gundam contains the modifications created by Takuya while on board the Nahel Aragma. This is one of the rare full armor modes where no additional armor is actually added. However, we have plenty of new weapons, including 2 backpack-mounted hyper bazookas and 2 grenade launchers with plenty of hand grenades. It also adds 6 Gatling guns and 2 additional shields. Its biggest addition is the 2 giant thrusters taken from a base jabber Type 94. All weapons can be ejected from the unit. It is also equipped with 60mm Vulcans, a beam magnum, a beam saber, the hyper bazooka, and an eye field generator. The NTD and Laplace system is of course the same. Banagher launches. CM Vist prepares for a visit. And that will do it for this episode. It is now a race to the finish as everyone tries to get their hands on the box. Also, Full Frontal's plan is essentially trade negotiations. He's going full Phantom Menace. Never go full Phantom Menace. Next time, we will conclude Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Riddy goes full incel and blames his inadequacies in life on new types. Banagher will finally find out what is in the box. And we will see the green glow of the Psycho Field once again. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, this was all a race to essentially get back to the same location we all started at. Peace.